Knicks fans, we have huge news about this potential trade possibility. The Knicks might actually be closing in on a move that nobody expected, but one that makes a ton of sense. Multiple reports are now linking the Knicks to Bronx native Jose Alvarado, and some sources are even saying that the odds of a deal happening in the next week are as high as 75 to 85%. So let's break down what's real, what's noise, and whether Jose is legitimately the missing piece to stabilize this Knicks bench rotation heading into the heart of the season. Alright, so let's start with the real verified info, the stuff that we know we can trust. SNY's Ian Begley reported that the Knicks will be among the teams interested in Jose Alvarado if the Pelicans make him available via trade. And right after he mentioned that part, he also said that he does believe the Pelicans will make Alvarado available via trade. But he added that it will be many teams calling New Orleans about Alvarado and not just the Knicks. But Begley clearly mentioned that the Knicks are still actively looking for a backup point guard on the trade market. That's the key part right there, and I know you guys will ask a lot about Tyler Kolek and that he's playing better recently with more confidence, stronger on both ends, but the Knicks are clearly not ready to rely on a second-year guard as the full-time backup behind Jalen Brunson, especially as a championship contending team. Begley's reporting lines up perfectly with what the front office has valued in the past: experience, defense, poise, and reliability in big moments. And that's exactly what Jose Alvarado brings to the table. Now let's talk fit, because it's almost too perfect. Jose is a Bronx native, his energy is New York, his defense is New York, and his personality is New York. He's a spark plug who picks up full court, causes chaos, annoys ball handlers, and shifts the momentum the moment he checks in. For this Knicks bench, that's priceless. All you need from him is 8 to 12 smart, high-intensity minutes per night. Defend, push the pace, keep the ball moving, hit the occasional open three, and steady the offense when Brunson sits. He's done all of these things in the playoffs. He's done it in big moments, and he's not scared of pressure. He embraces it. And at $4.5 million, the contract is very easy to work with. You don't need a blockbuster deal. You just need the right matching pieces and a team that's ready to pull the trigger. Now let us get into the more speculative but still interesting side of the story. Big Knick Energy reported earlier today on X that a trade for Jose Alvarado is, quote, highly likely, with a potential agreement expected within the next week or so, according to their sources. And they added that their source gave them a 75 to 85% likelihood of a deal happening. Now look, that's not confirmed, and we always treat these kinds of reports more carefully, but it does line up with Begley's verified information, where he mentioned these exact things. The Knicks want a backup point guard. Alvarado is available depending on how the Pelicans value him. The contract is easy to work with. He's the exact archetype of player that this team is missing. So while BKE's numbers may be optimistic, the possibility is absolutely legitimate. Now here's where things get interesting. The rumored frameworks floating around right now include option 1 with Tyler Kolek and Pacome Dadiet packaged for Alvarado. This is the youth for reliability version. You lose potential upside in the future but get proven playoff minutes and a steady hand right now. Now option 2 is Guerschon Yabusele and 1 to 2 second-round picks for Alvarado. This is the cleaner version if the Knicks want to preserve their young guards. But here is the ideal scenario from a team-building standpoint. Make the Alvarado trade with Kolek plus Dadiet, then use Yabusele and second-round picks to hunt for a big wing. That way, you strengthen your bench ball handling, strengthen your defensive versatility, and maintain depth going into the playoffs. It streamlines the roster perfectly. More than the trade itself, this entire situation tells you something important about where the Knicks are mentally right now. They're done experimenting, they're done hoping that young players figure it out on the fly. They want stability, execution, and experience behind Brunson. And Jose fits their culture, their identity, and their locker room seamlessly. He's the type of player that Mike Brown would fall in love with instantly. Not to mention all of us Knicks fans. So whether BKE's 75 to 85% ends up being accurate or not, this is a move that's firmly on the Knicks' radar, and one that could realistically get done very soon. Jose Alvarado is not a star move. He's not a headline move, but he might be exactly the type of under-the-radar, culture-building addition that helps stabilize a team in a season where every single possession matters. So let me know what you guys think. Would you pull the trigger on a deal for Jose right now, and which package would you prefer the Knicks use out of the two options? And as always, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button and sub to the channel for more Knicks news and updates you will not want to miss all season long. It's been KNYT here, and I'll see you guys in the next one.